What's up, tennis fans? I'm Lauren Lynch, and this is Tennis Now, your source for the latest tennis news. Now, before we start anything, I just wanted to say, make sure to subscribe to the Tennis Now YouTube channel. Click that button right up there. All have been missing the Australian Open, but there's still drama in the tennis world as there have been many injuries this week, and the Fed Cup is starting on Saturday. It has been a week of injuries amongst the top players in the world. It was reported earlier this week that Australian Open champion Novak Djokovic has pulled out of the ABN AMRO tournament, citing a shoulder injury, and it will prevent him from training for the week. The defending champion Robin Soderling will replace Djokovic as the top-seeded player for the tournament in Rotterdam on Monday. During the 2011 Australian Open, there was something noticeably off about world number one Rafael Nadal. News first came out that the top player was suffering from a virus similar to the fever he battled during the Qatar Open when he lost to Nikolai Davydenko. Posted on his website, the player reportedly tore his abductor muscle in his right leg during his match against David Ferrer in the quarterfinals, where Ferrer defeated Nadal in straight sets. He could be healed within the next 10 days and not have to miss any tournaments, including the appearance in the Davis Cup in March. Then, recent and five-time Australian Open doubles champions, the Bryan brothers, were forced out of next week's Brazil Open due to Bob Bryan suffering an injury in his left shoulder. It was announced Wednesday that Bob Bryan incurred the shoulder injury at the Australian Open while playing mixed doubles with Liesl Huber. He will most likely have to take a month off to recover. The first round of the Fed Cup starts tomorrow, February 5th through 6th. The teams that will face off in the World Cup will be Fed Cup champions Italy versus Australia, which will be played in Australia, seeded Russia versus France in Russia, Slovak Republic versus seeded Czech Republic and Slovak Republic, and Belgium versus Fed Cup finalist USA in Belgium. World Group 2 has seeded Spain versus Estonia in Estonia, seeded Germany versus Slovenia in Slovenia, Canada versus seeded Serbia in Serbia, and Sweden versus seeded Ukraine in Sweden. On the opening day, Australian Open champion Kim Clijsters will face 19-year-old Melanie Oudin for the first time after Janina Wickmeyer has opened the tie against leading American Bethany Maddox-Sands. After just coming off a long flight and victory, Kim still remains excited, and she said, "It's nice to be back for Fed Cup, especially here in Antwerp. We're playing in the Sports Palace, and I think for all of us, it's a very unique experience to be playing in this arena for the first time." Well, that wraps us up for today, tennis fans. Be sure to subscribe to the Tennis Now YouTube channel. Once again, button just right up there. And you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, as we'll be giving you the latest photos, news, and happenings from the WTA and ATP tours. I'm Lauren Lynch, and this is Tennis Now. Thanks for watching. See you Monday.
Okay.